Hi everyone, Mark here from Pond Algae Solutions, and in this video I want to talk a little bit about what I consider to be a very useful and natural tool for pond weed control in large ponds and lakes. The topic today is actually Triploid grass carp. These have proven for many pond owners to be a very good addition, particularly if you have certain types of rooted aquatic weeds in the pond. And we know how prolific some of these things can be and how invasive they can be. And really, in most cases, one of the best options if you have them underway is to treat with a herbicide, topically and targeted. But fortunately, grass carp may prove to be a very useful tool for certain people. So I wanted to take some information that we acquired from the Kentucky State University Cooperative Extension Service, and they talk specifically about triploid grass carp and what you might expect. Now, these fish feed almost exclusively, once they're grown, they feed almost exclusively on soft-stemmed vegetation, 100% on soft-stemmed vegetation in the pond. And under ideal conditions, they can consume 2 to 3 times their body weight on a daily basis of this vegetation. So you can see they're voracious eaters and they can make a dent in a lot of growth. They may end up gaining anywhere from 5 to 10 pounds of weight per year. Most average out at about 30 pounds, although you will see them get bigger from time to time. One key that is noted, they are very hardy fish. They can handle low dissolved oxygen levels in the water. They can handle temperature extremes from cold to hot. Although one thing to keep in mind, and this may be a point where if you don't have aeration, it's something where you could consider it. These fish tend to eat more and thrive and are more robust eaters when the oxygen levels are good in the pond. If it gets low, they tend to get more stagnant and don't consume as much. One other thing about triploid grass carp, they are normally accepted for use by most state agencies because they are a non-reproducing fish. You want that for the most part, I think, just so that you don't have stocking problems later on, or for them getting into waterways that they shouldn't. Now, most importantly, I wanted to go down a list of some of the more common plants that these fish consume and some that they do not consume, so you can use this as a reference. And you can also find a link to this information on our blog so you can read more about this. Now, plants and algae which grass carp are considered to control include bladderwort, chara, elodia, fanwort, parrot feather, pond weeds of various types, naiads, hydrilla, spike rush, widgeon grass, coontail. In terms of plants that they are not likely to control, that might include duckweed, filamentous string algae, watermeal, water hyacinth, rushes, willows, and lilies, just to name a few. Now, they may consume duckweed and watermeal, but chances are they're not going to consume enough to keep up with it. The same could probably go for some fast-growing string algae as well. But if you are able to identify specifically the pond weed that you have in that pond, and if it matches up with something that these particular fish like to eat, you've got a chance of making a huge dent in this very common and invasive problem biologically. And you know that all of us here at Pond Algae Solutions believe in this approach very much, more so than ever using any kind of chemical. Even though there are times when you have to resort to such things, this may give you an opportunity to use a natural addition to your pond that can help keep it cleaner and in better shape. So we hope this information is helpful to you. You'll find more information on our blog at pondalgaesolutions.com, and we'll see you again soon. Enjoy your pond today.